Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Color Craze. And normally I would be combining this with 30 days of sketches, but when I started doing my layouts for October, I totally forgot it was 30 days of sketches. So, well, I didn't forget it was 30 days. I just didn't realize I was in October already, and I got so involved in creating. I was at a retreat. I just didn't even consult my agenda and totally flaked out. So the first week, you're not getting any 30 days of sketches. I apologize. I will be playing along later in the month, though. So come back and check that out if you're here for 30 days of sketches. If not, I hope you just enjoy Color Craze. And this is a annual series that MK and I have been doing for a couple years now. Each October, we choose some color palettes to base our layouts out off of. The color palette this time had some teals, some really deep green and browns in it. And I really thought they would go well with these photos of the little guy I've taken care of. He's got a teal stripe in his shirt. He's got that darker blue, which I believe is also in the color palette. I'll pop it up in the corner for you. And then it's also got those browns, so I'm using the craft cardstock as my brown, and I really like that. When we do Color Craze, we don't necessarily just pull from the palette that is associated with the photo, but we look at the photo as well, and sometimes our inspiration comes from there a bit. There are some lighter browns in that photograph, and so I am definitely pulling in some wood veneer and some of the lighter brown color by using the paper that is at the bottom of my stack. You can kind of see the corner of it sticking up. It's a ledger paper, but it's kind of distressed and aged, and so I'm going to use that as well. I am using a bunch of wood veneer from MK's shop. The books are quite old. I've had them in my stash for a long time and I've just been waiting for the right moment to use them, and I thought this was a perfect moment. I am using these tickets that came from one of the monthly boxes, and I am also using that Grow saying quote that is to the left hand side there. The hearts, I was going to say flowers, that's not right. The hearts are also two different packages from her shop earlier in the year. So maybe February, I believe. And I'm really liking the way this looks. The two hearts that are solids are the only two I had left out of the pack. I've used the other ones earlier in the year. And then same with the dangly ones. And I really like how they look. So I am using this kind of lighter shade of paper, which is really just a lighter shade of that bottom color in the palette. And I think that works great. And then I'm going to use the polka dot one layered below it. And I am kind of just stacking these papers up. Originally, I was going to stack them up on that white paper you see at the very bottom. That was MK's suggestion. She's actually sitting right next to me as I'm working on this. But I couldn't get it to fit on the white paper because I had so many layers, and I have so many photos, I couldn't cut it down further. So the ledger one is going to be the bottom of my stack, simply because of real estate. The piece that is the craft color is from my mind's eye, and it is quite old, but I thought it was really great. The piece that I'm using in the bottom right hand corner, it actually does say like weight and height, and I'm not sure of his weight and height at this particular moment in time, but I'm sure his mom has it documented because this is actually a photo. Well, it's right around one of his monthly anniversary. So, you document your 1 month, 2 month, 3 month of each of their of the first year of life for a baby. And so I'm pretty sure she's got that documented. And so we'll be able to fill that out. And he's just looking at this book. It was one of the first times I pulled the book out with him. I don't know if he had looked at it with anybody else beforehand, but this is like an Alpha Prints book, and each one of those photos has like a fingerprint associated with it, like the picture, it's embedded in the picture and it's raised so you can actually feel the texture of it. It's really cute, and he seemed to really like it. He's actually looked at it a few more times since then. He's got just a few books on the shelf in his room. and he's pulled it out. Actually, he inchworms his way over there and pulls it out. There is a much larger bookshelf in the play area, but he just has a few in his room, and this happened to be one that was there, and he liked it. So I don't know how much was actual intentional or not, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and go with it. I am roughing up the edges of this paper. I am using the distress tool from MK Shop. I really love the distress tool, and I love that it just roughs all the edges up so easily. I don't have to really work for it. I'm inking everything with some walnut stain, and that is thanks to my good friend Maureen, who is sitting across from me, because I didn't have my walnut stain handy. I couldn't find it. I packed it, but I couldn't find it because, you know, when you pack something to go to a crop, it all kind of gets, you know, in the bag. It's not normally where you keep it on your desk or in your stash. So I just reached for hers because hers was handy and mine was not. So there you have it. Trying to work on fitting this darker polka dot paper because I know this matches his outfit even better, and it is more like the color in the center of that palette, and I definitely want to pull this color in and give some depth to the layout to go with those tickets that I have layered up. So I think those look really cool. The darker tickets match the second color from the bottom. The lighter ones, they're a little bit lighter in turquoise than teal, but I'm going to go with that as well. I'm also going to use a teal acrylic piece from Colorcast Designs to be my title, and it just says "You Have My Heart," and I'm going to go ahead and put that on this page. I think that's really cute, and I think it'll go well. And then here I am just layering up everything on that ledger paper so that it is all nice and stacked up. I really like the kind of haphazard look of the papers in the background. I don't do that super often, and I think this is a great layout for it because these are really casual photographs, and I think it's kind of fun. I am playing with the idea of backing those open hearts, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put some of that polka dot paper in them because I don't know, I think just the addition of the polka dot paper on the top there, since it's used in the background, is a really nice little nod to the background paper, and I wanted to see it somewhere else on this page and bring in some more of that color with the polka dots. So I'm backing those little tiny hearts, and I think they're super cute. These wood veneer pieces all come with adhesive on the back, except those books because they are old and they were before she had adhesive on her wood pieces, and so I am using just a little liquid glue to adhere those down. So I'm kind of making it as though like the hearts are hanging out of the book, almost like a bookmark would dangle across a book, at least in that bottom right hand corner. The other one I think is going to be hanging from that Grow Your Own Way wood veneer piece, and I think that's super cute. It's got the little leaves hanging off of it as well, so I think the little heart goes well with it there. So here's the little piece that says "You Have My Heart," and I think I probably could have put that down with glue dots, which I normally do, but I didn't bring glue dots with me to this retreat that I could find. I thought I had them in my bag, but I didn't, so a little liquid glue is going to do the job. And that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions or comments, you can leave those down below. You can get links to the products that are on this page down below as well, if those are of interest to you. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, you guys. I'll be back again on Wednesday. We're going to do Color Craze on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for you. So come back on Wednesday and see what we've got for you then. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.